Good morning. So shitty day yesterday. I'm feeling a bit bleh, but that's expected because I took a lot of sleeping medication last night. Just went outside and had a couple of cigarettes and a coffee before, and starting to feel a bit more awake. And obviously I'll jump through the shower soon, which should wake me up even more. I'm sorry for worrying a lot of people. I understand. And I woke up to a message from someone who watches these videos wanting to know how many of whatever I took. So last night I took just one mirtazapine. I take my my antidepressants as required. And then I took 2 Seroquel and 4 Imrest. I took 2 Imrest and 1 Seroquel before I did that check-in video, so that they had some time, or that last video that I posted, so that they had a bit of time to kick in. Which wasn't really the case, so I took the other 3, and I did end up using a bit as well to make them kick in faster, because I was still quite upset and distressed and just searching through Facebook and just racing. Mind was racing. I don't know, I was looking for a connection, looking for someone to speak to, but then when I am speaking to people, I don't know, they're not saying the right things, or they're not, it's not right, it's not working out, and then I push back and I get really angry because it's not what I want, even though I'm not communicating what I want, because I don't fucking know what I want. All I know is that I'm really heightenedly fucking distressed right now. And yeah, anyway, so I took a lot of sleeping meds and I used a little bit. No more than I would have any other night this week, so I guess that's still an improvement. I haven't entirely fallen off the bandwagon, but with how shit my body feels, and even some not so great messages, I don't know. Waking up this morning, my first thought is just to write the day off and just keep smoking, but I don't want to do that because I know that the way that I'm feeling is a symptom of this, side effects. It's a symptom, of all the meds that I took yesterday. It's not a reflection of my emotional state that I need to try and escape. But I don't know, I guess anyone who's watching these videos knows that, especially if you're watching them, chronologically, you can kind of really get an insight into how my brain's interpreting and processing a lot of information that's happening in my world right now. So that's why I put up a status update saying, why can't I just fucking die? Because it's useless for me to attempt to kill myself, because something will happen, because I am fucking meant to be here, and I do know that. I am just trying to express my frustration that I'd like to escape. I'd like to not be here anymore. Yes, Sally is doing much better. I was really worried about her because even still last night, she just wanted to stay curled up in the bed. She was still hissing at me when she came out to the kitchen. But she is moving about the living room and the house and followed me outside when I went out there before. So I'm optimistic, at least, that she's bounced back quite well from that. And maybe we can still have Sam come stay with us over Christmas. But I'll see if she's keeps improving and she's even better tomorrow, then I'll leave it at that plan. But otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just, for people who don't know me that well, and I guess I don't know. I don't know how to talk about it because I don't know if it's real crisis or if it's just a memory or that I've been triggered and I need to fight, ground myself and come back to the now or fucking whatever. I don't know. But I guess that's why I'm diagnosed as having a borderline personality disorder, because I flick back and forth between psychotic and normal at the drop of a hat. So I don't know. As much as I hate that diagnosis, I do know that may be a good explanation for a lot of shit. So I get very overwhelmed. The solution, as I've explained, seems to just fucking end my life. But then I think about it logically. And I mean, logically, but not logically. But if the driving force behind me wanting to end my life is like because I feel unwanted or unneeded or unloved, then I don't know. There's I guess there's a bit of dissonance there because like I've explained to a few people and whatever that I've been thinking about suicide really intensely since about May earlier this year, and I convinced myself not to kill myself yet until the end of the footy season because the players needed me and I couldn't leave the club without, and I know how hard it is for clubs to find trainers. So yeah, my commitment to the football team was what kept me going, and I guess not knowing where I stand with them next year, even though I'm investing all this time and energy into making sure that I am someone of value that they do want back. But I still don't know where I stand with that, and I don't know what any of that fucking means. I just have to be patient, I guess. But the point of that is so yeah, whenever I start thinking about ending it, I look for timing, and there's no good timing right now. So, and I guess, and that's also a safety strategy is, don't act on it now, give yourself 24 hours. If I give myself 24 hours from last night and decide to act upon it today, that means that I can't treat my new client that I'm meeting tomorrow. That means that I can't keep my friend date for tomorrow night to watch a documentary that we've been, talking about doing. And this person is a client turned friend who is learning very quickly of all of my mental issues, and says that she's still happy to be there, and I need to be very careful, I guess, to be mindful of my attachments, because when people say that, they're going to be there for me and they don't care how ugly or they just want real, sometimes I think part of me interprets that as like this is what you asked for. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is, and that's the other thing too, is when I get into the kind of headspace that I was in yesterday, and I don't know what the secret is, but you've got there's like a right way to talk to me, or the right things to say, which I don't know what they are. It's like, I wish I could, if I knew what they were, if I had any awareness around it, I would say it right now, so that I knew that there was always going to be someone to be able to give me that. But there isn't, and what happens is something will go wrong, and then I'll start attacking the person that's trying to help me, and then they feel like shit for trying to help me, and then they go. And I let them go, because I guess I see myself as not evil, I know that I'm good and compassionate and caring, but I also know that I am self-destructive with toxic and destructive tendencies. Light and shadow, right? But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to do the check-in because I think it was really important for me to show up, to be seen today. I'm already starting to feel a little bit better. My face is feeling better. My brain is still a little bit groggy, but I am confident that with, I can keep trucking along. And given that I have taken a lot of stuff, I'm not going to drive today. I don't know, even if I feel better in 3 hours' time. So yeah, as I said yesterday, I booked in for the letting go workshop down in town. So that's from 2 till 4. So I'm just gonna chill, snuggle with Sel, and just probably lie around, take it easy, try and get a meditation in. But I think my body is actually just too hypo or depressed or whatever from what I've put it through. So yeah, just taking it easy and being kind to myself today. Another thing I should probably mention is that I am also recognizing that obviously, I mean, I've always known this, and it's come up before, so I just want to let people know I have deactivated my Facebook. I was just spending way too long on there trying to find people to interact with and to feel like I was less alone. And it's like a weird double-edged weapon. And no. So I've deactivated my main account. If you still want to reach me, my Leica account is still active, and that's so that my business pages are still active. So as we know, I don't really use Leica's page or Facebook to do too much unless I'm avoiding being myself. But yeah, so I don't know, if you want to tag me and shit on Facebook or whatever, you can do it through that. I'm actually going to delete the Facebook app, I think, from my phone. So I'll only be looking at Facebook when I'm sitting at the computer to do work stuff, just for a little while. But otherwise, you can reach me on Messenger through Leica, or if you've got my number, you can contact me with that directly with a call or a text. Or likewise, you can just do a search and contact me through the work phone. I don't always have the work phone on me, but I do check it every now and again. So I will get back to you when I can. If you don't have my personal number, and would like it, you can always message the work number and ask me for it if I know who you are. And I guess also just maybe a disclaimer on top of that is that I don't respond well to text. I don't, especially when my mental health isn't strong or in a good place. Text really works me up because it's only a very minimal form of communication. When they say communication is, this is just rounding up, communication is 70% body language, 20% delivery, as in tone and intonation, and then only 10%, but it's actually less, it's 7% is actually content, the words that are used to communicate the message. So there's actually everything else around it, which actually creates the context and everything for you to be able to communicate. And a lot of that gets knocked out, obviously, in this digital age where we're just messaging. And then it fucking messes with my head even more when I'm chatting to people that A, don't spell, B, don't use punctuation. And so I've just got this like one blurb long sentence of things, and I'm like, I have no idea how to read this. And I keep rereading it, trying to understand where they're putting their tone. So yeah, I guess if you want to reach out to me and it's not outside of your comfort to do so, a call would be much more appreciated, because then I can hear that someone's there. Yeah. But anyway, that's it. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm a little dopey because I took a lot of sleeping meds, but that's fine. I told you I was doing that anyway. And look, part of that is also a harm minimization, because if I safely take a few extra now, it means that I don't have a, supply to be able to take with anything else to try and make passing a little bit easier. So, yeah. I understand that what I've been through in the last, even 12 hours or whatever, would be cause for concern and distress for a lot of people. But I guess I've battled these mental demons for a really, really long time. And sometimes that's the only way I know how to keep myself safe, because I don't want it to get worse. So at least I managed to hit the power button, pull the cord out. We didn't save the file, and we can pick back up from the last checkpoint, theoretically. Thanks for being here for the journey, and again, I'm sorry for worrying you, and I'm not going to be as visible on social media, but you know how to reach me. Okay, bye.